This is Cricket. I'm the youngest. Margaret Elizabeth. No, God. Debbie, get the camera off me. You weren't supposed to see me yet. I got to go get cleaned up. We borrowed the convertible, Aunt Em, and got kind of windblown in the process. This is Casa Grande Ruins National Monument. We moved to Arizona in January of 1959. We lived in Phoenix for a while, and then Daddy got the job down here. We moved down here in August of 1959. Daddy retired from here after 25 years as the administrative officer. And I kind of grew up out here. You can see it's kind of a pretty place. The monument over there, which you can't really see too well from here, it's a 3,000-year-old Indian monument. It's a 4-story structure made out of mud, basically. Stuff called caliche. A very advanced civilization, specialized in farming and growing corn. As a matter of fact, the canals that we modern farmers around in this area use today, over 1,500 miles of them were originally laid out by these same prehistoric Indians. The metal structure over the top of the monument was put up in 1929 to try to protect the erosion factor a little bit, so they didn't just have a mud heap. It's really pretty interesting. They hauled all of the substance that they built the monument out of for 6 miles from the river bottom in baskets to build this. That's a heck of a lot of mud to carry on your head. You can see the plants that grow out here. The big ones with the white flowers on them are called saguaro cactus. And they're all in bloom right now. It's real pretty out here. There's a lot of sagebrush, and ocotillo are the ones, kind of spiny looking ones with the red tips to them. But the monument brings people from all over the world to come and see it. It's the only freestanding Anasazi structure in the world. And I think we bored you just about enough. Our camera person, Debbie, is going to pan back. We're going to run into town. Oh, get that camera off me, Deborah. I'm out here barefoot looking grubby, and you're having a great time with this, aren't you? Uh-huh. How about that? Honest to God, you will be surprised with the change in me, Aunt Em. Yeah, Aunt Em, we're just little old hicks from nowhere. We run around barefoot all the time. God, Deb. Okay, we got a couple minutes. Welcome to beautiful downtown Coolidge. Not much here, but we call it home.
Now what's right is right.
a favor. Okay.
Oops.
Oh, shut up. That's... Oh, Aunt Em, it'll be easier to introduce him later. We have Pat and Mom.
Unscheduled and a whole bunch of
Unfair, don't forget
And Em, since you've already met me on film, let me do the introductions. This is your oldest niece, Martha Patricia.
Not to mention most gorgeous, most intelligent, all those things.
Just let her blither on, Aunt Em. She gets over it quickly. This is your sister-in-law, Martha Jane.
to whom we just finished speaking on the telephone.
Oh, great. I always miss the phone calls. I think it's somebody's trying to hint something. And I would dearly love to introduce all these darn dogs, but I don't know where to start. Let's see.
We're waiting for you to introduce the first one.
I introduced myself, remember? I said, hi, Aunt Em, I'm Cricket, and this is Crazy.
Okay.
This is Serena. Not real smart, but a very affectionate dog. This is Bingo, or Little Man. He's just wonderful. Daddy will probably run you through these introductions again. Pugsley. Come here, Pugs. Oh, this is my dog. This is Pugsley. Pugsley, look at the camera, be cute. Yeah, okay. Does that real well. About the only thing he does real well. This one, who is that?
I don't know if you can see, but the two,
That's Chessie.
the
Yeah,
two
that's
black
Beauregard.
gloves.
That's Beauregard. This is Chesapeake. He's blind, deaf, and he's not real smart to start with, so make some allowances for him. Oh, look, he's sat.
We had to bring him into the house, was so dirty.
He's not. Mother? Oh, I'm sorry.
Picking at
Aunt Em.
Anyhow, the two black gloves, 4 cats in the apartment, and the dogs couldn't stand to eat.
Except maybe the cats. Anyway, Aunt Em, basically, in a nutshell, we're going to break right now because I'm going to go get cleaned up. I hate being on camera looking like this. Teach me to borrow a convertible.
Do people first or stuff first?
Here's Cricket fixed up.
You're not filming, are you?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, she is. She likes this. Aunt Em, the hell that is. Well, she is the only woman to ever have the job, so, you know, that says something. I guess they decided to try something new. Then the sister that unfortunately couldn't be here with us today, Anne, works also for the city of Phoenix in the transportation department. She has a soon-to-be 16-year-old daughter, Samantha, who is in high school. She is in choir. She's a straight-A student. Pretty good kid all the way around. And then we have me, the family black sheep. I work for Pinal County. I'm a paralegal / legal secretary. I get paid very badly for it, but it's a job and it has benefits and it's kind of fun. Well, and I'm currently working, Mother brought this up. I'm currently working for the Juvenile Probation Department, so I get to work with all of our little gangsters in Pinal County. Let's get to maybe the marriage histories would be a good thing. Pat has been married twice. Her first husband, Tony, was very dear to all of us. He was a career Navy man, and we just adored him. And he died in 1979, and has never been replaced. Then she married this guy named Norman, and well, we'll just sort of skip over that one. Anne has been married once. She and Michael has been split up for 7 years. She has a boyfriend, little Mike Zoss. Really great guy, works for the city of Phoenix also. Actually a human being. I hold the record in the family for marriages. I've had 3, they all stunk, and I got rid of them, Aunt Em. Currently I'm single and have no prospects, so do you have anybody who works for a living and is fairly cute? Send it my way. That's about it for the excitement level, and if Debbie doesn't turn off this camera soon, I'm going to probably have a spaz right here.
Now I want to go back over this.
Hang around for a minute, I'm sorry.
Debbie, would it help to close the curtains? You think?
No?
Let's take a look at what we've got so far.
I said we had a few books. Oh, bring it. I said, don't say anything.
Cricket, is Debbie done building?
Take anywhere. Don't send anyone in. I'm gonna come there myself on the
That's true.
I'm hiding.
No, you're not.
Stop hiding, Mother. Get out of here.
Starting something else.
What?
Show the other dolls.
And I ought to explain about this chair that Daddy is sitting in. This is-
Get to Daddy.
Oh,
This is Dad's chair.
Otherwise known as the throne.
The
We're
throne.
getting to that.
The only, believe me, if anybody else is occupying it when he walks in the room, they better move or they are physically ejected. And Pugs thinks he ought to be in there.
Of course.
Oh, I gotta go get Fisher Dragon. You haven't seen him.
It's awfully quiet at this point. Debbie's panning around just to show you some of the odds and ends of things that Mom and Dad have collected over the years. Basically, what they managed to do was raise 3 daughters who are pack rats, who love anything Oriental, who will pack a suitcase and get on an airplane in about 3 minutes.
Vaccinated with phonograph needles.
Yes, and all of us talk a lot, but all of us will get on a plane in about 5 minutes flat for almost anywhere in the world with very little warning. We keep our passports current just in case. Daddy, on the other hand, has decided that he's seen enough of the world and is going to wait for the world to come to him.
Daddy is retarded.
No, Dad, that's what you say about us.
Okay, I got it going.
Were we on?
Yeah.
We showed you a picture of some of the dolls a little earlier, but you didn't get any background. When Cricket was born, she was born in Japan. And when Mom was pregnant, she decided that she wanted to bring back a little Japanese culture. So in order to keep herself from morning sickness, among other things, she decided to come up with a hobby. So she made Japanese dolls in authentic costumes. And like this one right here is the traditional Wisteria maiden. Next to her is a samurai warrior in full ceremonial costume, and you can't probably see it from this angle, but he's got both of his dressed swords on. And then these two over here are a bride and groom. And the groom has a fairly standard costume on, but can you imagine climbing into that thing? It's got 14 layers of clothing that bride is dressed in. Every one of them has a meaning, and the poor girl probably nearly dropped from exhaustion before she got even close to the wedding. There are some, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Well, this is true. Makes you wonder how they ever did or why they ever did. She's also got a number of ceramic statues. These are particularly old that she's collected here and there, mostly by browbeating small shopkeepers. And she's also, I don't know if Debbie can pan around, but Mom's been collecting fans for a lot of years from all over the world. There's a couple of Italian ones, and the rest of them are all Oriental ones. I ought to show you another member of the family, come to think of it. Deb, come on over here by Starchy. When we'd been in Japan a while, and Mother went on one of her famous shopping trips, and she saw this statue, and she asked the shopkeeper about him, and he said he couldn't sell it to her. Well, she kept talking to him about other things, and she ended up buying some things from him. And before she left, he liked her so much that he gave her this statue as a gift. Well, when we got back to St. Louis after we got done being stationed in Japan, Mother took it in to have it appraised and found out that it's 1,500 years old. It's carved from a solid block of chrysanthemum wood, and it's just about priceless. So being Kimbrells, we decided, hey, if it's priceless, we want it to share our lives, so we drape it with things like the tassels from graduation ceremonies and old necklaces and whatever, and he stands in the middle of the living room and we talk to him every day. This is Starchy, also a member of the family. And that about does it for in here. Let's see. You can tell we read a lot. And there's a lot of other knickknacks and statues and things that she's collected over the years. Debbie, did you get pictures in the TV room of all the stuff up on the walls? I don't know if you'll be able to see much, but I think she's already been over this, but if you'll notice there are a lot of odds and ends up here too that Mom's collected from here and there, mostly Japan, but there are some wood carvings from Austria and from Italy. There are some things from Germany, and a lot of things from the Orient. So basically, like I said earlier, we're pack rats. And there's another doll. Oh, there, wait a minute, there's another couple of them behind you. That's the 7-hat dancer, and then behind you, Deb, here we've got a couple. These are rice paddy workers, and she's got bags on them because it's so dusty. But the rice paddy workers used to harvest the rice, and those funny-looking shaggy things that they're wearing are literally straw. They're straw raincoats and straw hats that they made to protect themselves from the weather. So Mom made those too. That about does it for the doll tour. Who's up next? Daddy.
We helped her out.
Okay, Dad, start talking. Talk to your sister.
Well, let's see, I've been here before, I still am retarded. And I just want to tell you that I lost my first adult tooth Thursday. After 72 years, I decided it'd been around long enough. And I'm very inactive right now, having a broken disc in my back, a fractured vertebra. But I'm trying to get Martha some flowers, shrubbery planted in the backyard. And, well, it's not easy, because I can't bend over. He's taking a picture of the backyard.
We will.
That's all I have to say.
Did you show her your tooth?
Yes, she showed too.
So what, you want tap dancing now?
No, they can talk about me.
Yeah.
You talked about you.
We had a little bobble here, Ann. Pat works for the city of Phoenix. She is lead systems analyst for MIS, Water and Wastewater Department, and she's got a title. What is this?
I'm an application system supervisor, but that doesn't mean anything. What it means is I've been in computers for the last 27 years, so.
Well, basically, right there at the front of the tape where I said she's the only woman to hold the job, that's what we were talking about when we got cut out. She's the only woman ever to hold this position for the city of Phoenix. And I should expand too a little bit on Annie. She is a...
Ann runs the city's fleet of vehicles. They've got over 6,000 cars and lots and lots and lots of communications equipment, and Ann manages all of that for the city.
Licensing, transportation.
So between us, if we decided to put the fleet out of operation, take the computer down for the day, the citizens of Phoenix would probably find the city ground to a halt. We may try that one of these days now that I think about it.
Oh God, the power's going to her head.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here getting Mom and Dad's chocolate anniversary cake out from underneath my fingernails because I just fed my face. Such a good hobby. We're actually just a pretty normal, boring group of people around here. We don't always like each other, but we always love each other. And I guess we're a pretty good group all the way around.
Typical Kimbrells, they cannot all be together for 2 hours without getting into a knockdown, drag-out brawl.
And then we kiss and make up.
He's exaggerating. Nobody's been arrested in years.
We've got an old saying, I think, probably goes back forever about, I can pick on my sister, but nobody else can. That's pretty much the way it goes. And I'm the oldest one, so I get to be bodyguard. And I think that we've all hung together for a number of years, and we love each other a lot. And we may argue, but we argue with love.
Song, horse shit makes the grass grow green, bullshit makes a good Marine.
I'm not a
Let's
Marine.
have a party.
I'm not a Marine, I'm Navy.
Thank God. Basically, that's pretty much all I have to say on the thing. We're going to take you outside in a minute and kind of show you around the backyard. But hi, Bob and George and Jimmy and Debbie and God, whoever I missed, I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. from everybody in Arizona.
And hopefully one of these days we'll get to meet the other half of the family. One thing we forgot to tell you is I spent about 9 years in New Orleans, and I used to drive through Pass Christian 2 or 3 weekends a month, going up to the beaches to take my dog to I used to have one dog who liked to go paddling in the Gulf, and sometimes we'd go up around Biloxi to the beaches, and other times I'd go down to Land's End and he'd surf. So basically I've probably driven within a few miles of all of you at one point or other and never knew we had any family there. Had I known, I'd have come to visit.
Had we known, I would have stopped that time we got stuck when we went up for the blessing of the fleet in Biloxi. I'd have called for help. Of course, they'd have loved that, me and 17 sailors.
Well, boys were trying
You
to
loved
leave.
all 17 of them, didn't you?
No. Unfortunately, they were all my bodyguards. I couldn't have gotten lucky with my life dependent on it.
Well, that's about it for now, Aunt Em. So we're going to take you outside in a little bit. Right now, we're going to take a break.
Well, this is the backyard. This house sits actually on 3 lots, so it's a pretty good sized backyard. Mom and Dad have been planting things on and off for mainly the last year or so. Mainly what's planted out here is about, 30 dogs and a bunch of cats and a couple kinkajous, all family pets, you know. The bamboo over there used to stretch all the way to the fence, and it's all from one root. Daddy's planting his honeysuckle there in the corner underneath the bird feeder. We've got 2 bougainvillea plants we're putting in. We haven't decided where the chrysanthemum plants are going to go yet, but and then there's the mother just pointed out there's another bougainvillea plant that will be put somewhere. We haven't really thought about where yet. Dad had this deck installed about a year ago, which is great, except in the summertime when you burn the bottoms of your feet, like I'm doing now.
Have a chair.
Tell them about the history of all the bones.
The what?
The historically, archaeological.
Oh, that's true. We, Cricket and I got a wild hair, probably 17, 18 years ago, that
I'm wearing shorts, Aunt Em. I'm not running around naked, honest.
that we would start a garden. That's what this fenced area started off to be. So, being young and rather stupid at that point, we told Dad what we were going to do, and he staked out the area he wanted to work it in, and he went down and he got us a rototiller. And Cricket and I decided to celebrate the garden, so we proceeded to get just a tiny bit enthusiastic with a bottle of Jim Beam one night, and came out at 5 the next morning to start. No, you don't get to tell the story. I do.
Excuse me, Aunt Em. It was not my fault. I was a very impressionable 17-year-old. At the time, I didn't realize that I could even drink a half of a gallon of Jim Beam in one sitting. I don't remember a lot about rototillering the garden except pain.
Yeah. So we got up at 5 the next morning because it's so hot out here, and we came out, bravely started to rototill. I have never been so sick in my life. We would rototill 2 feet and throw up for 15 minutes, and rototill another 2 feet and throw up another 15 minutes. And Daddy, about 8 o'clock, came out and saw we weren't making any progress, and said a few succinct things like, "What's the matter with you two?" Well, then he realized that one of the reasons we weren't doing any better besides the hangover is we don't know what was built on this property before the house, but we hauled off about 6 pickup loads full of broken glass and old bones and pottery and rocks and crockery and stuff. So we think they're...
Did you get a picture?
Yeah, we did.
This here is my honeysuckle vine. I have to keep the south in mind.
Yeah, we think we rototilled up the local landfill at the time. So we ended up with a garden, and it worked out pretty well for years, but it's kind of lapsed at this point. Mom, you gotta come over here? I'll sit on the hot one and let Mom have her chair.
It's only fair she gets the hot one.
You're gonna get a great picture of 4
As hot
of
as
us.
it's been in years, Aunt Em, trust me.
Yeah, they should.
Now you have to imagine the one that's missing. I'm 6 feet tall. Cricket's 5'11". She's the baby. The one in the middle is a shrimp. She's only 5'8". She's both of our favorite sister because she's the middle and she's the one we can pick
I
on.
went to Italy and the Culligan man come to visit while I was gone.
Yeah, the midget, like I said.
Now,
So-
unfortunately, if you look at that picture of all three of us and him, we all look entirely too much like him to get away with that story, I'll
That's
tell you.
true. Anyway, you'll have to imagine the fifth and missing member, Annie, but she'd be here if she could. She just had made plans that she couldn't get out of in Phoenix, involving going back to work, so she had to take off on us before we could start filming.
Sit down and be part of the picture.
So, I guess that's about it from my side. Dad, you want to say bye?
Bye. See you, gal. Floyd, all the kids, one of these days. One of these days. We'll see ya.
I'll say goodbye for Bingo and Bo because he's part of the picture now too, apparently. But we'll get back with you. I'll write an explanation for some of these things that you've seen that aren't too clear, so maybe it'll clear things up for you.
And Aunt Em, I'd like to apologize for the narrative going down Arizona Boulevard there. Didn't realize that Nancy Sinatra was drowning me out, but she's probably by far more interesting than what I was saying.
Hey, when I buy a convertible with a lousy sound system, come on.
Basically, hope to see y'all soon. This has been fun. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.